Welcome to Pax Europiana here from the Austrian Parliament, and I have here this combination of the Bosnian and the Kosovo flag. This is very beautiful and I think it's very meaningful, because what I want to make here now is a statement for Austria, Bosnia and Kosovo, all three countries, to join NATO together next year in 2023. It's very logical. Because why? These countries belong together historically. It is a very big tradition, but from the history, of course, from the Balkans, but also the recent history, because Austria showed a lot of solidarity when there was the Bosnian War and the Kosovo War, and also we are now the key security provider of Kosovo and Bosnia, and they are both also threatened by Serbia today, and they are the victims of the brutal dictatorship and the genocidal war of Milosevic. And a lot of Austrians, Bosnians and also a lot of Serbs live today happily in Vienna, so it's a good symbol for peace. And Austria should also overcome our terrible colonial past and be united with our Balkan friends in the European Union and in NATO. And the two countries which want to join also NATO, it's of course the countries of Bosnia and Kosovo. Their citizens, many of them live already in Austria, and I call them to support Austrian NATO accession, and I have made already a lot of contacts with the associations from Kosovo and from Bosnia to fully support and sign the People's Petition, the Volksbegehren, because they know, of course, how important it is to be in NATO, and they really want, and that is very important. And the three countries, like now Sweden and Finland, have joined NATO. This was President Biden yesterday signing the protocols and the accession treaties of the US Senate ratified. It's very logical that after the North now comes more or less the southeastern European enlargement, and that's three countries. Austria here, this beautiful country, many people don't see the need, I understand that, but I think when you look how close the war was once here in Bosnia and Kosovo, and how close it is now in Ukraine, and how important it is to be united and to be with our American partners able to defend each other, and I think it's very logical. And I also call for Bosnia and Kosovo to recognize each other, because that unfortunately has not happened. And I call also for Prime Minister Kurti to cancel the meeting with the Russian asset Vučić, the president of Serbia, who is not ready for peace, and come to Sarajevo instead and meet with President Izetbegović or other leaders from Bosnia. I know it's a bit complicated there with the triple presidency, but I hope that the bond powers of Mr. Schmidt will be used to overrule any veto in the Bosnian presidency of the Serb member, and then to have the recognition of Kosovo decreed, and then to do a meaningful dialogue for peace between Bosnia and Kosovo, and stop that completely pointless dialogue between the two countries, Serbia and Kosovo, because unfortunately there is no will for peace. And why then to have such a dialogue? I cannot understand that. And next week there is this meeting again, and then Mr. Vučić is already saying he's just coming for no reason, because there is no reason and he is not interested, and so we are in that kind of situation. So I call for no attendance on the side, or cancel Vučić is the best short version of that one. And to make it very clear, I made a press statement according that one today, and I want that the two countries recognize each other and then have a peaceful dialogue, and show then to Serbia how such a dialogue can be done, and also that Bosnia gets the euro for that as a currency. That's also very important, and also gets the EU candidate status, and also Kosovo. And so we give everybody NATO membership, EU candidate status, and the currency, who is with us on the sanctions and who is ready. And also Austria pleased to open the Austrian labor market for all those countries, and Serbia will be isolated and will not get the labor market, not get NATO, not get, and the EU candidate status will be frozen, will not get the euro, because it's with Russia. That's very logic and very clear, and that's the much better policy I recommend for the European Union. And all three countries together in NATO, Austria, Kosovo and Bosnia. Thanks a lot for that. More to come from Pax Europiana here from Vienna. Bye.